The 2021 Pacific typhoon season is an ongoing event in the annual cycle of tropical cyclone formation, in which tropical cyclones form in the western Pacific Ocean. The season runs throughout 2021, with no seasonal boundaries, though most tropical cyclones typically develop between May and October. The scope of this article is limited to the Pacific Ocean to the north of the equator between 100 degrees east and 180th meridian. Within the northwestern Pacific Ocean, there are two separate agencies that assign names to tropical cyclones, which can often result in a cyclone having two names. The Japan Meteorological Agency assigns names to tropical cyclones which move into or form as a tropical depression in their area of responsibility located between 135 degrees east and 115 degrees east and between 5 degrees north and 25 degrees north. Regardless of whether or not a tropical cyclone has already been given a name by the JMA. Tropical depressions that are monitored by the United States' Joint Typhoon Warning Center are given a number with a W suffix. During the year, several national meteorological services and scientific agencies forecast how many tropical cyclones, tropical storms, and typhoons will form during a season and or how many tropical cyclones will affect a particular country. These agencies included the Tropical Storm Risk Consortium of University College London, PAGASA, and Taiwan's Central Weather Bureau. The first forecast was released by PAGASA on December 27, 2020, in their monthly seasonal climate outlook predicting the first half of 2021. The PAGASA predicts that only 0 to 3 tropical cyclones are expected to form or enter the Philippine area of responsibility between January and March, while 1 to 4 tropical cyclones are expected to form between April and June. PAGASA also predicted that the ongoing La Niña could persist until the end of the first quarter of 2021. The basin was quiet for the month of January, with only a minor tropical depression forming that did not cause much damage. By mid-February, a new tropical depression formed, and was named Oring by PAGASA. The system then strengthened into a tropical storm, earning the name Dujung from the Japan Meteorological Agency, the first named storm of the year. Another tropical depression formed in March, though it was short-lived, dissipating shortly after forming. On 12 o'clock Coordinated Universal Time of February 16, the JMA reported that a tropical depression had formed. The JTWC issued a tropical cyclone formation alert on the system just 2 hours later. By February 17, the system moved into the Philippine area of responsibility, earning the name Oring from the PAGASA. At 9 o'clock Coordinated Universal Time of the same day, the JTWC upgraded the system into a tropical depression, giving it the designation 01W. On February 18, as it neared the Philippines, the JTWC and the PAGASA both upgraded the system to a tropical storm. The JMA followed suit soon after, naming the storm Dujung. The PAGASA later upgraded Dujung into a severe tropical storm. However, this only lasted for 6 hours. On February 20, the storm significantly weakened due to high vertical wind shear, prompting the JTWC to downgrade the system back to a tropical depression. However, the JTWC briefly reclassified the system as a tropical storm when the storm's structure improved. By February 22, all agencies had downgraded the system to a tropical depression after the system's center had weakened prior to making landfall. The JMA and the JTWC issued their final advisories moments after. The storm made landfall over Batag Island in Laong, Northern Samar at 9 o'clock PHT on February 22, and dissipated thereafter. Dujung briefly moved over Palau on February 16 as a tropical depression, bringing heavy rainfall to parts of the country. In anticipation of the storm, the PAGASA raised Signal Number 1 warnings for the eastern section of Mindanao on February 19, with the same warnings raised on the eastern provinces of Visayas. Signal 2 warnings were also issued in the majority of Samar Island, Southern Leyte, the Dinagat Islands, and Surigao del Norte on February 21. Prior to its landfall, classes and government work was suspended on February 22 in some places of eastern Visayas and central Visayas, including Surigao del Sur. A total of 242,194 individuals were affected in northern Mindanao, Caraga, and in the Davao region. At least 77,811 of the affected individuals were taken to 344 various evacuation shelters in each region. One person was reported dead with 4 others reported missing, with total damages from agriculture and infrastructure amounting to 159.8 million pesos. During January 19, the JMA reported that a tropical depression had developed to the east of Luzon, Philippines. The precursor to the depression brought scattered showers and thunderstorms to Mindanao, Palawan, and Visayas on January 18. The JMA, however, discontinued advisories for the system on the next day. The depression also brought stormy weather to Luzon on January 20. The PAGASA warned residents of possible flash flooding.